Hi, this is Tim from Band Central, and I wanted to get you started with adding songs to your song catalog. So, the first thing you need is to have a band. If you're just starting, you need to create a band, and you can do that with the plus sign right here. The band will contain all the data that the band will have, such as your songs, your set lists, your tags, and whatever else you might have attached to the band. So, what we're going to do here is just do the one at a time, the most simplest version of adding a song. And we're going to hit, so on the left here we have an Android device, and on the right we have an iPad or an iOS device. So let's start with the Android device. We're just going to put 1, U2, rock, and then you can add the other metadata if you'd like, your song key. And I will save that and watch the right, and you can see on the iPad the real-time sync, it automatically gets added to the iPad. And then if you go to the iPad, you can do the same thing here, and we'll just put how long, bass, rock. You can adjust your tempo, your time signature, your key, and so forth. And there we have it. You can see on the left, the Android device did get that song as well. Now, if we go into the songs, I'm just going to briefly touch on this. This isn't going to be a video about lyrics, but there's no lyrics added to these songs. Songs and lyrics are separate entities within Band Central because you can have many lyrics per song. So if you wanted to have a song that had a sheet for horn music and guitar music and just lyrics, or every member of your band wanted to have their own lyrics, that's the point of having multiple lyrics. So you can add lyrics here, and I'll do that in another video that I'll link below. So let's go back to the songs, and we'll actually add, go to the next way of adding a lyrics, which a lot of people will do this, which is lyric search. We have this similar thing over here on the iPad. So let's go ahead and do this. So I'm going to search for chords. If you just want lyrics, you can do that too. The good thing is once you get the lyrics with chords, you can remove the chords if you want. There's an option to hide them. So let's search for creep. And we'll go to here. And this is just pulling the lyric search from the site, and it's going to take that and put it locally onto your device, so you can use the lyrics for offline. So we'll hit add here. And there we have creep, and like I said, you can come and display here. This is just a side note, and you can show your chords. You can turn them off. You see how in the background, now if I go over to here and we see creep, let me hit done here. So each device is unique. You can go to here and hit show and chords, and that will turn that off as well. So let's go back to the main song list, and let's do the next way. If you have documents, you can import multiple documents. Go up to the import menu, and you can import from your local SD card or Dropbox. Similar to here, you'll go to Files, and this is new in 4.0. The menu's changed just a little bit. So go to, not View Files, but we want to, let's go to Import. And so I'm going to just do from the SD card on the Android device, and I'm going to say use this folder. And if you have a bunch of PDF files, you can import them all right here. I do have a text file here, so this text file is associated with this PDF file, and that will bring in the metadata. I exported this from my other app called Setlist Helper, but this will bring in the metadata, and it will add this audio file to it as well. So that's another way of importing it. And over here, let's go ahead and do Dropbox. So let's go to Setlist Helper Files, Band Central, and we have those same files here. I'll go ahead and just add the Southern Nights file here. don't believe that I added it over here. So now we'll import. And there we go. Now, when you import a PDF file alone, it's going to create the song name as the name of the PDF file. So if you want to name your PDF files a proper name so they don't look like this, you can do that and they'll get automatically named properly on the import. But since it's just a PDF file we're importing, we don't have the metadata, we don't know anything about the tempo, the key, or even the artist name. So you'll have to fill that in unless you had an extra file like I had over here. So that's one way of doing it. Now in Band Central 4.0, we do have Band Central Cloud Storage. So when you import these files, it's turned on here. Those files will get uploaded to the cloud. And if you go into one of the files, it'll automatically be there. So it's great. You can import from Dropbox or your local SD card, and you'll automatically get uploaded to Band Central Cloud. So all your files will get synced to your device automatically. There's a detailed video about this, and I'll link that below as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the website. You can see that 8 songs were uploaded. So the website got all these details as well. And so we have a similar thing. You can go ahead and add a song, just like I mentioned in the previous video, or in the previous part of this video, I should say, rather. All these files did get uploaded to the cloud. So when you open them, let's go ahead and edit this. Oh, you know what? I am on the pre-release of this website. So tonight I'm going to deploy it so you'll be able to view the document on bandcentral.com, but right now it is not deployed, so I'm not going to show that. That's besides the point of adding. I just want to show you another way of adding where you can add multiple. So here's the example of like how you can add multiple songs. So if you had a spreadsheet, you could just go ahead and upload the metadata for that. So I'm just going to do what you saw in the back is just showing you an example. It's kind of like a watermark on the text area here. So now when I hit next, it's going to allow you to select what you actually are importing to make sure that we're detecting the data correctly, and it looks like it did. So the name and the artist here and the genre and the key, you can adjust those to what they are and then start the import. And now we get that, and we have a multiple song import. If we go back to here, we have Bohemian Rhapsody right there, just like we imported, and same with here. So that's, in a nutshell, that's just the basics of adding songs. There's many other videos on Band Central YouTube that you can look at to get more information. So if you have any questions or concerns, please email support@bandcentral.com.